Well, a couple years later, have another dream. And in this dream, I'm sitting in this room at a desk and I'm in this computer chair, spinning one, and I'm spinning kind of back and forth. To my left in the corner, catty cornered, is this middle piece of a dresser. You know how they used to have the three section dressers? It's like the middle piece of a dresser was in the corner because it was a small corner before there was a door to the left that led into a room. And on this other side of the wall, there was a big opening to another room, like a living area. Never been in a house like this before in my life. And the thing that struck me as odd in the dream is back then there was no such thing as flat screen TVs like that. Flat screen TV back in the day was big, bulky back and just a flat screen in front. It was huge. So here it is. It looks like a computer monitor because, yeah, it was after the computer monitors come out, the skinnier computer monitors. So I was associating this with a computer monitor because it had a screensaver of a computer on it. Like, you remember the screensavers on Windows where it changed the pictures of nature and stuff like that? That's what it had on this big TV. And I'm tripping out because I ain't never seen nothing like that. But one thing I noticed about the dream is while I'm spinning back and forth, I feel a panic that I've never felt before in my life. I was just so panicked, and I'm like, why am I so panicked? Why do I feel this way? And in these dreams, I never get to see the people. So somebody behind me on the couch, I see their hand with a phone reach out and say, hey, check this video out. So I watched this video on the phone, and it was of a woman at the beach, walks out on the balcony. She's on an upper level. She walks out on the balcony. She has an umbrella. I don't know if he remembers this, uh, but this is Jay. Jay Allen is what he goes by on here. But he was the one in the dream. But he held his phone out, and the woman goes out on the balcony. She has an umbrella. She flips it open. When she flips it open, the wind is blowing so hard that it flips the umbrella upside down and takes it away. Then I woke up. Well, I believe it was 2018, maybe 2017. I think it was 2018. It was after Daddy died. The day that my sister and my brother got busted with an ounce of meth. My other brother was allowing my brother to use his Cadillac at the time. He was driving his Cadillac. So my brother, the one not involved in the bust, who owned the Cadillac, he stopped by and he said, where's Tyler? Is he with Brandy? I'm like, yeah. I'm tripping out because I'm like, how the hell does he know? So he shows me a picture of Tyler near the Cadillac in handcuffs. He says they just busted him with drugs and stuff, and he's in jail. Well, there was drugs in the house because I was on drugs. I started doing drugs right before Daddy's funeral because it numbed me. The real reason, I was drunk as hell. Been drinking all night. Couldn't deal with Daddy's death. So really drunk. I found out a couple hours later we had to be at the funeral home for some stuff. So I had to sober up. I'm like, I need some coke. Couldn't find coke, so I tried meth for the first time, and it numbed me to everything. So that lasted a whole 10 years or so, 8 years, whatever. But anyway, after all this, there's drugs in the house when they get busted. So I expect they're gonna come here. I didn't want to tell Jay because he didn't know I was doing anything like that. And I didn't want to, I was ashamed of it, honestly. I was ashamed. Plus, I didn't want him being involved in it. If the cops come there, I didn't want him to have any part in it. It's not his It's not his thing. So I was trying to figure out how to tell him to leave without sounding like a dickhead and exposing that I'm a drug addict and I do meth. So I'm sitting there panicked in this computer chair, spinning back and forth, panicked. And that's when I see the TV and I realize this is where the dream from a couple years back, this is where it picked up. Now I know why I was panicking in the dream. So Jay starts to take his phone and he says, check this video out, man. I said, dude, hold up. It's like, you ain't gonna believe this, but I seen this in a dream. I know exactly what you're about to show me. So he pulled his phone back with this look on his face like, tell me then. He didn't say it, but I could see that's what he was saying. So I was like, I told him what the video was, about the woman going out on the balcony with the umbrella, flipping upside down. And he looked at the phone after I said that, looked back at me, looked back at the phone and kind of slowly turned it towards me. It was that video. God's given me visions and dreams like this a lot. The first couple times, it was trying to slowly bring me into realizing the calling that I have on my life. Because there's going to come a time where he calls me, or has called me, to bring truth and shed light on situations. I believe one of the biggest things is revealing the things that Satan has his hand in. Because people overlook the verse, God, or Satan is the God of this world. People overlook that all the time. They go about living their life happy, smiling, like it's just a game. They chase money 40 hours a week, like it's all a distraction. The system was created by Satan, so you playing into it, you dedicating 40 to 80 to 120 hours a week working to get that money because you need the money. I need God. I need to be with him after this. So whatever I have to do to be with my Father after I leave here, I'm going to do it.